transitions, defending with a lot of men. I think we had the quality in the last third, but we tried everything to score a goal. In the end, we didn't score and we lose 3 points.
Nuno, well done. What pleased you the most about that tonight?
The clearance of Murillo.
What an ending, what a start.
Even better than the goal of Anthony. The game was very tough for us. Required a lot of effort. We were against the ropes. But we did it. This is one of, I think, the character of the players, realizing that, okay, we cannot be dominant. At least we help each other and make whatever we can to save it.
Well, I was going to say a great week for Forest, but I should just say a great season, because every week seems great at the moment. Into the FA Cup semi-finals, Champions League, looking good value for it at the moment, aren't they? And it was a former Manchester United man who did the damage today.
It was always going to happen with the form of this man this season. He scored 6 goals, the most in a Premier League season for him. But it was a typical Nottingham Forest goal. I think Dorgu gets a little bit attracted to the ball, but everything is about Alangi here. I mean, touch, technique. I think the run from Gibbs-White just helps him out. Mazraoui doesn't know what to do, and then the finish there is just outstanding. What a season he had. But Joe, you really liked this touch here.
Love it. It allows him, you know, everyone's talked about the speed that he's managed to get up, but the control he gets very early on in the run allows him to do whatever he wants.
But then he doesn't rush the finish. His balance is so good, and then the way he just strokes it in the net instead of trying to power it. And you just see that touch takes it away and then sets it up for the finish. What a finish that was, and what a season he's having.
Yeah, and what a run it was. No one has carried a ball further for a goal this season. Remarkable. Look at that. I love that. Don't look back, Ilanga. Give that person a raise.
You're doing a Gary. Come on, Kelly, you're better than that.
Not only that, but another clean sheet for Nottingham Forest. Matt Sells, I'm sure, is someone that you really admire. 13 in the Premier League this season, leading the race for the Golden Glove. As a goalkeeper, is that something you really target at the beginning of the season? How important will that be for him?
Look, it will be relevant now, of course it will, but most important will be that Forest come away with something this season, whether it's Champions League or whether it's FA Cup.
Look at that graphic there, Joe.
Hey, look.
You had a good defence in front of you, though, didn't you? You didn't make much saves a couple of them seasons.
Well, one or two seasons, maybe you can say that makes, but 4. Someone's got to give me some credit.
Did it mean a lot to you, though?
It didn't at the time. It wasn't a thing. All these kind of stats and goal assists and saves, clean sheets have been more relevant nowadays. But I look back with pride now.
You should be proud of that.
I am now with
you
those guys.
Outstanding.
Cheers, mate.
Well done for resisting pointing out the young photo there of Joe that we dug out as well.
Ruben, not the result you wanted. What did you make of the match as a whole and your team's performance?
I think we controlled the game, but we already knew it that this team can score goals out of nothing, and then when they score, we change the game a little bit for what they want. And then we tried sometimes with good opportunities, but I think in the last third, the last cross, the last pass, the last assist wasn't there. And then when we don't have that, we cannot score goals. But we have some situations, but this season is like that. We try it. We had a lot of shots on goal. We pushed the opponent to the last third, but in the end we had a lack of quality in the final third.
You came very close at the end, though. Were you pleased with the character that your players shown to fight towards the end?
Of course, but we need to win games, and I think we deserve more in this game. That is clear. But was our fault. We need to be better in the last third. We cannot concede in the transition of a set pieces. So we should have won this game, not even draw. But in the end, we lost 3 points.
What disappointed you the most about the goal that they scored?
Everything, because you know the characteristics of the team, and you know that one goal can put them in a situation that they love, for more space for transitions, and we have to score 2 goals to win a match. So that is frustrating because it was in the beginning of the game. So we changed the game and we helped them to win 3 points.
Despite the result, you had been building a bit of momentum before the international break, but it is now still just 6 wins in your 19 Premier League games. Are you seeing any progress at all?
Yeah, I see it in the game. So I don't lie to myself. So everybody can say whatever they want to say. I see some things, but we need to win games. So we go to the next game.
What can you salvage from the rest of this Premier League campaign?
Go to the next match and not focus on that. We can save. We have the Europa League and we have a next game in the Premier League, and that is the focus.
Thanks, Ruben.
Thank you.
He said he's seeing the progress in the games for you. Are you seeing that? Are there signs they're getting to grips with what he wants to do?
I think today, in terms of possession and playing out and playing through the lines and getting up to the final third, I thought there was an improvement, definitely. I mean, I watched him at Goodison and I said it was one of the most woeful performances I've seen from Man United in many years, especially in them areas. I think there's been an improvement in that sense. But they were toothless still. They had no kind of cutting edge to the team. There was nothing in the box.
Then you're looking at the people who can try and win matches for you. Bruno Fernandes can win a game for you. Then after that, you are really struggling. You're thinking about a centre forward. You're thinking about playing Xerxes at centre forward. Then you're thinking, well, if I take him out of the side, then I've got Højlund. Honestly, for Manchester United, that's just not good enough, really. And they can say all they want about it. They can say, I mean, it's not as if to say Højlund was a young lad, came in for a lot of money, and you think you'll just give him a chance. He's got to try and trap it. He's got to try and control the ball. He's got to try and hold the ball up. As I mentioned earlier about Xerxes holding the ball. Rio's right. Xerxes can't get into the penalty box, never mind anything else. And these are massive problems for you. As a football manager, you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, we can have all the possession in the world. Yeah, we had loads and loads of possession. We expected that. And the most telling comment he made was when we went a goal behind and the Nottingham Forrest, exactly what they got. They got the goal early on. They can sit in there. They can take you on the break. As he used the word transition, they can do that there. And he's thinking, I need to score 2 goals to win this game. I'm not going to be seeing it with this team. And that's his problem.
Yeah, and that's exactly where Forest wanted to be. And when you look at what they've got coming up, Rio, it's the Manchester derby at the weekend. Then they've got the first leg against Lyon in the Europa League, a trip to St James's Park before the second leg
but
as
they're
well.
Still partying. It's difficult games ahead. But is this the Premier League?
Too much.
You can still smell the alcohol in your breath. It's fine. But it's part and parcel of being a player at a big club. There's big games week in, week out. But they have to find a way to be able to hurt teams. I think what happens is if I'm an opposing defender and I feel that they haven't really got that much of a threat, that makes me want to step up on the pitch and squeeze the game without any feeling there's going to be anything behind. So then actually we're going to squeeze you and keep you there, and we got more opportunities then to punish you because you're so deep. They're not offering too much of a threat that way for other teams at the moment. Xerxes, Højlund, and I think that's what's got to change. And them games you just highlighted there coming up, if they don't do that in these games, they'll get punished in those games.